Hey, BYHYU. Welcome to episode 72 of Build Your House Yourself University. I'm your host and fellow student, Michelle Nelson, and together we'll learn the basics of home design and construction and demystify the building process so we can make smart decisions and build quality dream homes with or without a general contractor. Most people want a quiet, peaceful home, one without a lot of outside noise and one where sound within one room doesn't transfer to another. Controlling noise involves reducing the movement of sound waves from one place to another. The best way to minimize noise within a room is to combine a number of different sound blocking and sound reduction methods. This week I have 10 quick tips that will help us soundproof different areas of our home. Let's start by talking about the difference between soundproofing materials and sound-absorbing materials. To keep sound from traveling outside a room, use soundproofing materials. Soundproofing products keep sound contained in a space and make it difficult for that sound to move to other parts of the house. Soundproofing materials also stop unwanted sound from entering a room. Use soundproofing solutions to keep your baby's nursery quiet, to keep noise in your theater room and home gym contained, and to keep what happens in the powder room private. Use sound absorption products to improve the quality of sound within a room. Sound absorption materials absorb extra sound waves that bounce around a room, causing distracting background noises, like echoes. If you're planning on having a larger great room, especially one with tall ceilings, you might want to use sound absorption materials to decrease the chance of echoing. That brings me to the first tip. Number 1. To minimize sound bouncing around a room, include plenty of soft materials and furnishings within the room, such as padded carpeting or rugs, drapes, upholstered furniture, and throw pillows. Sound waves bounce off of hard surfaces like hardwood, tile, and glass, but soft surfaces absorb sound. Number 2, put up specialized sound blocking curtains to minimize outdoor noises and absorb some interior room sounds. Almost any curtains can help decrease the transfer of sound, but specialized sound blocking curtains are even more effective. Number 3, invest in solid core doors. Doors are one of the largest openings in most walls, and one of the most effective ways to keep noise from moving from one room to the next is to install solid doors. Most interior doors are hollow core doors, and they're not very good at blocking sound. For more effective soundproofing, choose doors with a particle board core or a composite core, or choose solid wood doors. These solid doors will provide a greater sound barrier than hollow core doors. Of course, solid core doors are more expensive. So, if budget is an issue, you could splurge on solid core doors for those rooms that you want to be especially quiet, like a home office or a powder room. Number 4, choose insulated garage doors, especially if you have a room adjacent to or above your garage. Foam insulation plus an additional covering on the inside of the garage door will keep the outside noises outside, which will in turn keep those rooms around the garage quieter. Number 5, invest in double glazed or triple glazed windows. They're not only more energy efficient, but they significantly reduce outside noise. To learn more about double and triple glazed windows, take a listen to episode 42 called Windows 102. You'll see a link in the show notes to that episode. Number 6, put acoustic batt or blanket insulation between wall studs and joists. Major insulation manufacturers have 3.5-inch thick fiberglass or rock wool batts, especially made for soundproofing. Acoustic batts are 14.5 or 22.5 inches wide, so they fit nicely between wall studs. Tip number 7, request a second layer of 1/2-inch drywall on one side or even both sides of that insulated wall. That gives the wall more mass, making it less prone to transfer sound. Number 8, invest in soundproof drywall. An alternative to using a second layer of regular drywall is using soundproof drywall. It's expensive at about $40 per sheet, as compared to about $10 per sheet for standard drywall. But one sheet of soundproof drywall supposedly blocks as much sound as 8 sheets of standard drywall. To save money, use standard drywall throughout most of your house and reserve soundproof drywall for areas that you really want to be quiet, like a home office or master bedroom. Number 9. Instead of attaching drywall to wall studs and ceiling joists, like usual, mount drywall on a system made of resilient sound clips plus special resilient channels that run along the wall and ceiling framing. Those channels greatly reduce the transfer of sound. And number 10, request materials with higher STC, or sound transmission class levels. In general, products with a higher STC number will block sound more effectively. Please remember that the purpose of this podcast is simply to educate and inform. It's not a substitute for professional advice. The information that you hear is based only on the opinions, research, and experiences of my guests and myself. That information might be incomplete, it's subject to change, and it may not apply to your project. In addition, building codes and requirements vary from region to region, so always consult a professional about specific recommendations for your home. Well, those are my soundproofing quick tips. I hope you learned as much as I did. Come back next week for another episode of Build Your House Yourself University. BYHYU.